What is up, guys? It's the Machinite. We're at part 3 of Sekiro, Demon Bell, no upgrades, no prosthetic tools. Let's get into it. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every Monday. We're at Fountainhead Palace, and we come across the true corrupted monk as soon as we arrive. Now, there's 2 ways to take care of her. 1, we can fight her normal, or 2, we can cheese it. We're gonna cheese it. I say this because the apparition one before the shelter stone only has 1 phase, and that fight takes 45 minutes. So to cheese her, we go to this tree, wait for a kanji, make her sweep, and jump off. We'll spawn back in on the bridge, and when we come back to this tree, she's stuck. This is exactly what we want. At this point, we have the mortal blade, so what we're going to do is stand right where I'm standing at, and like this branch right here. This will give you enough range to be able to hit her with your mortal draw. Now, you're only going to do this twice, and you really want to backstep. I get daring here and do it twice in a row. The reason I say don't do this is because she will, as you can see here, attack. Yeah, that'll happen to you. But it's okay, though. Just resurrect. If she does any attacks, I'll show you here in a second. See, I swipe twice, backstep. I backstep just in case she decides to attack. Because if you start another mortal draw, you can't cancel out of it quick enough to get away from her. So here I get the death blow. Now you want to do this a certain way. I do it wrong here. I death blow, and you can see she starts phase 2. Now if she does this, run to the left branch over here. Start clicking to lock on. You'll see her lock on. You can jump and get a death blow. That'll take out the 2nd phase. Now for the 3rd phase, you want to do the exact same thing we did in the 1st phase. And you'll see me try to do it here. I'm just waiting on her. You see the centipede comes out. The only different attack in this phase is, I think, the poison spray. But we want to just run back over to this tree here. You do not want her to do this attack here, but if you get it, just make sure you parry it like you're supposed to. I get lucky here. She does a red kanji sweep. I think she sweeps. I don't know. But you just jump off again, and you run back over. She'll be stuck again. She doesn't get stuck here. Sometimes I would say it's like 2 out of every 10 times, 3 out of 10 times, she won't get stuck. If that happens, just repeat the process. You're gonna die a couple times doing this probably, especially with no upgrades, so don't get discouraged. But just do it again. This time, I get unlucky again 2 in a row. She gets stuck, but she pops back out. But yeah, for phase 3, just do the same thing. Don't do it for phase 2 though, because she can teleport, I guess, and she'll just teleport out of there. But yeah, that's how you want to do it. Now, another option, or something else that can happen, right before the death blow, get in and hit her normally. Tuck into the tree like I am. Death blow her there. And then just start waylaying. You'll see she'll T-pose here. Hit her 8 times. This will cause her to kind of glitch. You'll see there, kind of glitch, and boop! She just disappears. And you just killed the true corrupted monk without really doing anything. That's what we want. I didn't realize I spent 3 minutes on this boss. My bad, y'all. But yeah, you see, you get what you normally get after taking her out. Let's continue on. Now, we're running through the temple area here, killing the little, I call them Miss Noble Juniors. I don't really know what they are. You can pretty much run through this entire area. This part right here at the end where you have the Miss Noble Jr. and Ninja Flip Man and the other Miss Noble Jr., do not run through like I am, because you will become enfeebled and turn into an old man. And yeah, you're gonna die. You are going to die. Do not do that. What I recommend is coming in from this angle that you see here, jump over the railing, just start swatting. It only takes 2 hits to get a death blow. Get that quick before whatever that guy is does anything to you. Do the same thing to this one, because as you're running, it has enough time to old man you. That way you can grab the sculptor's idol. So I don't know, y'all probably know that. I was just trying to run through the whole time. So now we're on this, whatever this is, this plateau looking area, pretty area. And there's a boss up here I completely forgot was in this game. What are they called? Okami leader Shizu. Now I try to do a lightning reversal here. I don't know if it didn't work or if I just landed too quick because I kind of jumped upwards at an angle there. On my playthrough of this about a year ago, I remember this boss being a lot harder than it is here. I don't know if I got it stuck in some kind of glitch or if I messed up its AI or something, but I just swung and it kept getting staggered. Got a pretty easy death blow. Now we're going through the water, avoid the giant carp, swim through the buildings, and next up we're at the sanctuary bonfire. I know they're not bonfires, sorry. And we're gonna fight the divine dragon. Now this is obviously an easy boss, but with the vitality we have right now, it will one-tap you with any of its attacks, so we do have to be careful. And I did kind of want to rant about this arena for a second because I don't like it. But anyways, for this first part, what we're gonna do is I'm just mortal drawing. I don't know if there's a trigger for the trees to spawn here. Usually by the time I kill one of them, the trees will start spawning. But yeah, anyway, just grapple up. You want to get them grouped up like this and death blow, because when you death blow, you'll do a little sweep and it'll take out a bunch of them and take out a lot of their health. Don't wait too long for them to group up though, because the trees eventually do go back into the ground. We get the second one here. This is not a problematic part of this fight. So here's what we want to do. Run straight into its little breath blow, let it blow you away, and you want to run up to the middle tree as close as you can. Now, it's doing its horizontal sweep. You just jump over those. I get caught in this one. I don't get one tap there. Do the lightning reversal. I think it takes like 10 lightning reversals at this level to break its posture. For its vertical slashes here, it will do 3 of them at the beginning. You want to just run straight to the side. And when you're running, you want to kind of base on that middle tree there and run between the middle tree and the 2 inner trees on the left and right of it. Do not go outside of those trees. That's what I do to ensure I can get to whatever tree I need to quicker. Now, if it does its horizontal sweeps, you can just jump over, grapple up, lightning reversal. If it's doing its vertical sweeps like it is now, do not grapple up to one of the trees before it does all 3. Because when it does that third or second one and you're doing a lightning reversal, it will hit you and kill you immediately. I also recommend not trying to do a lightning reversal when it does its telegraph blowback on you that it does sometimes, because if it blows you back while you're midair with the lightning, I don't know why, but you can't do a lightning reversal. When it does that blowback like that, you can't do it. It'll kill you. Now when the trees go down and it blows you back, just run straight to the side. Just run to the side. Don't do anything. If it does its horizontals, jump over it. It'll do kind of an angled one you see here. It'll still do its vertical slashes, and it's coming up here in a second, right here. It does like, I think 5 of them instead of 3 this time. Again, just run to the side, and then it'll do some weird spaz combo where it does, it's doing a thrust here and then horizontal. I don't know how I didn't get hit by the vertical ones there. I don't know what to tell you to do to avoid that, just run. Anyways, the trees will come back in, and I guess he's taking a nap right now. But just jump in, and I think this is the last one I have to do. And it was doing all the crazy stuff it does at the end of the fight. I was so scared that it was fixing to kill me because I kept flipping in the air. But I guess that's just part of the, kind of in-game cutscene type deal. But run up the sword, get the divine tears. I think that's what they're called. Let's see what they're called real quick. Come on, Sekiro, or Wolf, hurry up. Gracious gift of tears. Get your gracious gift of tears. After this, you'll spawn back at Kiro's. Go out the window. Don't be like me running around, warping to different bonfires because you can't figure out where to go. Go out the window in the library this time. I forgot about that. Open the door here. And if you're asking, well, what about the demon of hatred? I was asking myself that too. I don't remember how to get back to that boss. It just let me go straight to Genichiro and Isshin. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why. Now, with this fight, I do have some stuff to say about it, so just listen up. Genichiro fights pretty much the same as he does in any of the other fights. The only difference is when he does his sweep, He'll have his normal sweep with his red kanji. He'll have another sweep he does, but when he does the sweep, he will come up at a kind of angle with his sword. So what I recommend doing is for any sweeps, jump straight up. Do not bounce off his head. Fight starts out, he'll try to mortal draw him first. Or you can double Ichimonji for posture recovery. Either one works. I kind of did both. Now what I wanted to get at with this fight is, for some reason, and it's done it on previous playthroughs, I even did another basically level 1 playthrough like I'm doing here, just to see if it may have been the save file. You probably can't see it in the video, but every, I would say, 5 seconds of this fight, it would just freeze. Like the fight would freeze, like nothing would happen. It wouldn't unfreeze and I'm dead or anything like that, because I'm playing offline, but it just kept freezing and I died a lot. I did a whole nother playthrough of this, same thing. Yeah, it was I tried, whatever, and for some reason when it would unfreeze, my controller would have input lag, and I'd hit a button, it wouldn't respond. My buttons would quit responding during the fights. I tried 3 different controllers, and it was just a whole thing. Both those playthroughs I did took me probably 12 hours total. And what I'm about to say may blow your mind. I'm not saying I'm a great player at this game. I'm average at it. I spent 50 hours on this one fight. And it's not Genichiro, because Genichiro is pretty easy. It was either the freezing and, Genichiro would kill me or whatever, or, spoiler, Isshin. I could not kill that guy to save my life. But anyways, back to the Genichiro fight. Sorry, I had to rant there for a second. Pretty much all you want to do is, you can do one of 2 things with this fight. You can stay at a distance from him, and you can bait out his jump thrust attack that he does when phase 3 starts in Ashina Castle. He does the thrust attack to start with. You can bait that attack out and just Makiri counter him and mortal draw or Ichimonji double him, and that'll take a while though. That'll probably take 15-20 minutes to do. Or you can find him straight up normal, swing twice, but instead of dodging right like we did in part 2 or part 1, you want to just parry. Swing and parry. This is one of those fights where you just gotta get into a flow state and you go with it. When he does floating passage, block the first 2, back step a couple times, walk backwards, hold block. When he finishes, mortal draw or Ichimonji double, whatever you want to do. And, Makiri counter is thrust. This is a basic fight in game. And I'm letting the whole thing play through here for you since it is the last fight. I'm not going to cut anything because it is an awesome fight. Actually, you know what? I am going to cut some because this is like 10 minutes longer of me doing this. So hold on. Okay, I cut the fight. This is closer to the end. You break his posture before you take down his health. So we're going to finish breaking that man's posture. After this, one more boss, 3-phase Isshin. And how am I going to do it? Well, we're going to find out together. If you've made it this far, like and subscribe. We're going to keep posting more content. Maybe not Sekiro. Probably Elden Ring or something like that. Alright, Isshin. What do we do here? Well, there's not a whole lot we can do. We'll just let him do his thing and run in and mortal draw here. And this is the very first time I got to him. No, it's not. Is it? Did I cut this? I don't remember. This is one of the fights with him, but this was my best attempt at Isshin. In the 50 hours I spent doing this, I did this fight, I don't know, 80 to 100 times. But basically, we want to stay mid-range, run out, let him do an attack. When he finishes, you got to be quick. You have got to be quick. I can't give you any technical breakdowns. There's no AI to break for this guy. You just got to get good, as they say. You got to get good. Just a run-in mortal draw, not doing anything to his posture, nothing to his health. If I completed this fight, It probably would have took me an hour and a half. It's just an endurance test, and I ain't got time for it. If you haven't caught my drift now, I failed. I failed this challenge. I did not beat Isshin. I couldn't do it. It's 50 hours worth of this fight. At some point, I hate to say give up, but it's not fun after that. And the whole point, as we all know, of gaming is to have fun. Enjoy the game. I enjoy gaming. I enjoy making YouTube videos. But I started hating this game at some point. And I'm just not good enough to beat him. I'm not good enough at parrying. I'm not good enough at finding his attack windows. It's hard to practice against him because I've got to spend 10 minutes beforehand fighting Genichiro. I couldn't do it. And I'm sorry, guys. I will say, if you have any tips or suggestions for the guy who gives you or tries to give you tips and suggestions, give them to me, please, because I want to finish this. I'm going to keep this save file open so I can complete it. And maybe one day I will complete it. But I didn't have the time for it, for this fight. I didn't have the time for it. I quit having fun with it. I was getting angry, stressed out. It was just a bad time. So it's going to end on a down note. Not a huge climactic moment for us. I'm sorry about it. But next week, we're going to pivot to Elden Ring. And we're going to try that out. I think I may stick on Elden Ring for a while because it's a world of endless possibilities. And I want you guys to give me suggestions on what to do. It doesn't have to be challenges. I'd like for it to be challenges because I like doing challenges. It can be doing a playthrough as a certain build or playing a certain way. Whatever you want me to do, let me know. I'm the Machinite. I appreciate you staying with me on this journey through Sekiro. Demon Bell, no upgrades, and no prosthetic tools. If you want to see more content like this, or me failing another challenge, hopefully not, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss it.